What's up, guys? It's Mike here, guest on Task Force Offroad. So today we are doing KW coilovers on my 2012 WRX. So we're at George's house right now, and the funny thing is he didn't know that I was coming over. So we're just gonna pop in. He said we could do this in the past and use some of his stuff. Here we go. Time to go find some car keys. Tall Jeep. Calf cramps. First step, taking off the tires. We're going to be working on my rebuilt 1997 jet ski. Mike, what are you doing here? I'm stuck. I need help.
But, wait, who moved my Jeep?
Your mom said it was cool.
All right, well, I guess I'm working on Mike's car today, not the jet ski, so roll intro. Alright guys, so our next step here is going to be disconnecting our brake line from our strut to A, give it slack, and B, make it so we can remove the strut itself. So it's going to be this guy. We're going to get a nut size for you, and then we're also going to remove this cable as well. It's probably for a wheel speed sensor. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm going to assume it's a wheel speed sensor because that just makes sense. So we're going to get sizes for these guys, remove them off the strut, and then we have 2 bolts down here that you're going to see us remove. Again, we will get sizes, and then the 3 bolts at the top in the hood itself. So we're going to get to that right now. Both bolts are going to be a 12mm socket. I'd probably swap the wheels because I know there's better wheels. You just punch your hand? Yeah! That was it. Nice. Alright, the 2 bolts on the strut tower are 19 mils, both sides. So you're going to need a wrench and a socket. Preferably 1/2-inch drive because these are going to be a pain to get off. It's still going to be hard, yeah.
Size 12.
Alright guys, so we're reusing Mike's top hats on his stock struts and putting them on the coilovers because they're just needlessly expensive to get new ones. So we picked up a set, we rented a set of spring compressors, or Mike rented a set of spring compressors because he didn't tell me about this, from Advanced Auto Parts. It's literally free. You pay the cost of the tool and that's it. You get your money back. So we have a 17 mil. We're going to use it to zip off this guy. Hopefully, we shouldn't have to do some janky shit to get this off. That bearing feels really good. Let's hope she just zips off. Might get out of the way. All right, I don't know how much you guys saw there. We got the top hats off, so now we're gonna uncompress the springs a little bit. There we go. There's one. There's two. Alright guys, so right now we're going to set up our coilovers, and what me and Mike have come down to at least set a starting point, because when you do coilovers that are adjustable, it's just the nature of the beast. You're going to be assembling and disassembling a couple times to just set the right ride height that you personally want, and Mike doesn't want to go too low with it because it gets way too much of a pain in the balls to drive with a super freaking low car. So we're going to set max ride height on the front coilovers, which should still drop at about 1 inch. With our math, yeah, it should still drop at about 1 inch. And then we're going to go 1 inch from the max height on the rears, which hopefully should level everything out. And if it doesn't, then again, we just adjust from there and see what Mike likes. And yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now.
And a tip for when you are starting, grab your heights before. Grab like your rim to wheelbase, grab your ground height for your front, your sides, your back, whatever things you want to worry about.
That way you can do your own little math and figure out what heights you want. You even draw yourself a little diagram too on your nice little pros and cons list. It looks fantastic. But that's what we're doing right now. Where is cons?
Oh, he's hiding.
Oh, cons. All right, our next step is gonna be to assemble our top hat on top of our new beautiful KW coilovers. So we're gonna pick it up, we're gonna put it sideways or straight up and down. We're gonna take the washer that came off of our top hat, put it on there. Because 99% sure we need that guy on there. We're going to throw our top hat, put our top hat on. We're going to use our provided KW washer, put that on top. And then we're going to take the nylock nut supplied by KW as well and put that on top. And then we're going to tighten her down.
Also, now about is a good time to get a rough height for where you want these at.
All right, once we have it set to our initial height, now it's time to reinstall, which is just a couple bolts. So Mike's going to manhandle the crap out of that up towards me, and I'm gonna get a couple of nuts on the top by the engine bay. So yeah. All right, so have a buddy lift the brake. If you don't have a buddy, use a jack and jack up the brake rotor and just start lining everything up and get the bolts through. You gotta go higher, bud.
I gotta get a better angle. Jeez. Oh my god, dude, are we serious? Stuff. So, if you can believe that I'm an engineer, he's done this before.
Well, I haven't lowered things before, but I have worked on suspension before.
He's done this before. So, when you're setting your coilovers, think about it first. Would you mind holding this?
Oh, of course.
So, the higher the collar is, pushes the spring up, which gives you more space here, i.e. raising the car higher. On the front, we did it ass backwards. Would you like to show what we did, George?
Oh, she's low.
She's low.
So we're gonna adjust that real fast, completely off camera to save us all some time. But I hope you guys got to laugh at that because we just were like, wait a minute. Oh, we fucked up. But we installed everything properly and it's done correctly. We just need to, we adjusted it improperly. That's all what happened. So easy fix, very funny on our behalf. I hope you enjoyed it.
I'm curious if I can even get out of the car now because I am a little bit tall. So we found more body clips. There's one here, here, and I think that's it. These ones are a different type, and also the ones that are here are a different type. same type as this. There's 2 layers to it. You just want to pop off the top black head first.
Cutting.
14mm, 2 screws, one here, one here. Those are the reverse top hats.
You mean rear top hats and
Rear
reverse?
top hats. The direction you go when you're in reverse. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna have to remove 2 bolts down here. The strut bolt, which is a 17mm, and the lower control arm bolt at the knuckle, which is also a 17mm. And then we're gonna need to finagle it a little bit because it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get out. So get some pry bars, get some people with some feet, and we're gonna figure it out.
One more? Tiny one?
Yep.
Alright, good.
Put your foot. Alright, so when you're moving the rear top hats, usually they're gonna have this issue where they're gonna free spin. If you don't have pass-through sockets, just take a good pair of vice grips, get it on a socket really freaking tight, that way you can put an Allen wrench through. And if you don't have enough leverage to the Allen wrench, what I do is we go like this, that, and then I'm gonna use some channel locks on the Allen wrench itself. And then just to make sure you can see what I'm doing, I'm gonna push this back. All right, we're going on the first test drive. We haven't finalized the height yet, but we're gonna see where it's at and how much we want to adjust off of.
That's right here, getting over the lip.
Do we scrape? Do we scrape? You have to hit an angle, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm taking it straight on to see if we... Oh, look at that!
No scrape. No scrape.
Yeah.
Oh. Can we have a moment of silence for all the front splitters we've lost in that corner?
Can we put our seatbelts on so we stop dinging?
Don't worry, Mike.
Take your next left. Honestly, it drives so much nicer than your other than
like
before.
Actually night and day difference.
This left.
I'm just gonna do the next one.
Well, that's not how that works.
Well, there's a child on a scoop. Oh, what the fuck?
Just slow down and stop. I'm just gonna take the next one. The next one won't go where we want it to go. Actually, this one might be the one I was talking about. Everything else is.
It's on both sides.
It sounds like it's everywhere.
I'm hearing it in the back.
I'm hearing in the back left more.
Both sides in the back.
I'm hearing it in the back left more.
Really?
But I hear it in the front too, and I can feel it in the front.
I can hear it in the back right more. And I'm sitting on the left.
It's probably because I have the window.
I have the window.
Oh, that might be why we can't hear it on the back right. Is your window all the way open, Mark?
Put all the windows up.
I can hear the back right.
I don't feel it in the front anymore. Okay, yeah, the bigger bumps I feel it. But I hear it in the back. Could the top hats not be tight all the way? It's either that or it's the set screw. Everything's tight as shit. The only plausible explanations I can think of is the top hats. The top hats or the set screw. Alright guys, all we have to do right now, I think, we're gonna double check, but we should just be setting the set screws. We like the ride height, so we're gonna jack everything up, take the tires off, Double check all the bolts, because we heard some rattling in mostly the rear end, but the front end as well. But I really think it could just be the set screws causing the collars to slip a little bit. So we're gonna get to that, do it off camera, and we'll let you know how it goes after the fact. And Lauren wants to say hi.
Hello.
For the car.
Can you move the pom-pom?
Directly in the way.
Christ almighty.
You only need one mirror. Ah. Did it. And the third time is the charm, hopefully.
We think. We're pretty confident this
I
time.
said hopefully.
Nothing.
Yep, that was the problem.
That was a terrible high five. I'm not giving you a better one right now. I'm really bad at this driveway. You actually weren't in the way that time.
Oh, I moved it so you could see the non-high five that you're not giving me.
Yeah, you can wait. Safety first. We don't want to take out another light post.
It's really bad that you have to say another. Dude, this feels so
awesome.
much better.
Am I going right here?
Left. You're saying left.
Okay.
Like, you would feel all of these bumps in before.
Oh yeah.
I'm barely feeling anything in the road.
This is awesome. I still got some left to right give, so we might eventually need sway bars, but that feels incredible.
Dude, no. Like, that just improved the quality of life driving in this car so much.
Also just the lifespan of the car. Everything's softer and cushioned.
Dude, this feels a million times better. It looks better and it feels better. I am fucking shocked. I was expecting a much rougher ride, to be honest. This feels great.
This is not it's not stiff. I think those springs that we had definitely shot.
No, the springs weren't shot. The springs were just stiff. It's honestly that, dude, it's the triple, not the triple, but the much tighter, much more flimsy springs up top. They're making the ride quality of this a lot better. All right, guys, that's it. We just finished it up. We took our sweet ass time and literally took about all day, but honestly, it was a super painless process, and I 100% suggest you guys tackle this one for yourself. It was really easy. The noise we were getting in the back is the top hats weren't actually on all the way. We thought we were over tightening them, and in fact, we didn't tighten them enough. So we just pulled the liner back and did it while I was on the vehicle. Really easy. I definitely suggest double checking your top hats when they're on the vehicle under load. That way you don't have to deal with spinning piston at all in the shock. Other than that, this thing rides fantastic. I mean, what do you think?
This is a happy face. Worth the stimulus check.
So, way better than factory. It's a much smoother ride, a much more comfortable ride over all the bumps, which you would think a performance suspension like this would have degraded the ride quality, and in fact, it enhanced it and gave it better handling on the road as well. So, all in all, fantastic mod to the RX. And with that all being said, guys, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Yeah, it's that first day of first grade. That cute girl, your third day. That backpack, that snapback you've had since the third grade. The first time you got laid, the worst time you got played. It hurt, but you're okay.